Alrighty, off to the Roman baths we go. As you can tell, it says the Roman baths. So yes, you can't come to Bath without seeing the baths. Okay, we have made it into the Roman baths, and Molly just picked up our audio guide and collected the tickets, and we are making way. All right, let's do this. Let's let her take in all of it. And you guys are coming with me. Welcome to the Roman baths, everybody. Are you going to be our tour guide with all of the knowledge and information? So audio guides are included with the tickets, and we could have 5 if we wanted to. We opted just for 1, so no big deal.
So the audio guides look like telephones, like the old phones, so just like our home phones.
Oh my goodness, that is really big.
So video, they're just holding home phones up to their face, and I'm like, why are they doing that?
Why are they on cell phones? Get off your phone. We got to look at some history here.
It's literally like a phone.
That is a big phone. That is so funny.
That's what we used to have.
Yeah, that's kind of phony.
Honey. Oh, yeah.
Did you like my joke there? Got some stuff to see here. Obviously, we're going to start at the Great Bath. That's what we're going to be seeing down below. You've got some things to look at. I'm excited for this.
Nice.
Yes, this is for people who are blind. They have Braille, and they can see everything and feel it. So that's pretty amazing that they have that right when you walk out. Off we go. We've got the booklets. We've got the audio guide. We just got to make way, which I'm assuming is this way. Just popping in. Look at this. Look how large this bath was. We've got the torches going. Very, very Roman feeling. I can feel it. Looks like we are stepping foot around to the very top of the Roman bath. You know, it's a little green. Obviously, there's not a, chemical system or anything like that, but like they have a chlorine system on board,
No, they can't keep it blue.
No.
But they do clean it and they scrub it down. I've seen them do that in multiple places.
Yeah.
Like at the Trevi Fountain, they take it all the water out and they scrub it down.
Yep. Eventually,
They've also done it in Pompeii and those baths that they have inside the buildings.
Yes.
So we've seen it. We've seen it, them being cleaned. They're not actively cleaning it every day. Nobody's swimming in it.
Correct. This would be our second Roman bath to see, because our first one we saw, actually the kids didn't go with us on our honeymoon, but was actually in Pompeii. So
this is our first one.
It is. It's our first time as a family.
So this was just like a spa that you would go into and experience and go hang out with your friends and relax, and I think that'd be fun going into a spa.
And today we call them swimming pools.
They said that this opened in 1897.
Thank you, Lily. Lily's got the information right here. Thank you for that. 1897 this opened. They must be doing a bell tower tour over there. I just heard it go ding.
We know what they're doing.
Yeah, I saw the people walk across and I'm like, oh, the new tour has started. Okay, so we are 20 meters above the bath right now currently, and we're gonna be making our way down below. Toby's pulling the lines. You hear Toby?
Yeah.
He's making music up there. Oh, this is really interesting right here.
The hot water in this spring rises at a rate of 1.1 million liters each day. Bubbles up into the King's Bath, which was built in the 12th century AD. Beneath the King's Bath is a reservoir built by Roman engineers who used the hot water to supply the baths. Today, the water is at Roman level.
That's pretty awesome.
Also use 2 smaller hot springs nearby.
Look at that.
That's neat. So they built on top of the hot springs. And we're like, we're just gonna build this beautiful place.
Okay, I think we're following the arrows here. Well, you can't really miss those. Do you guys see the water actually bubbling? That's like some boiling water right there. You see it bubbling, Willow?
They said they did not put their bodies in this one. They put their feet in this one.
Probably because it was so hot.
Mm-hmm.
It melts your skin right off. We are going down, getting a closer peek at the bath. Loving all of this history today. My goodness, let's take it in. I feel like I'm watching the History Channel. Well, in a way we kind of are, right? Front of temple, please touch. So we have some old temple pieces right there in front of us. This was the front of the temple. It was supported by 4 massive columns. It looked down on visitors in the temple courtyard from a height of 15 meters. You got the columns, the front of the temple.
Jaron, did you see this? The map of things.
Yes, there is quite a bit we have to go through.
And all the way across.
Look how incredible these pieces are from the front of the temple. Some original pieces right there, which now obviously hang on the wall. We're gonna go down. You ready, buddy? Let's let's keep doing it because, man, we got quite a bit to see. We have a long map that we got to take a peek at. Who knew all of this was down here? My goodness. Look at these pieces here. We have so much to look at. Looks like some old marble pieces right there. Old stones. You can smell the sulfur. This is the obviously what's underneath all the baths right here. Okay, so there you have it right there. The outer wall of the temple courtyard to the left. You can smell a little bit of the sulfur coming up from above, which is a natural gas right there. You can possibly see there's a little gas meter right there, if I'm not mistaken. Now this is incredible, seeing all of this. Yeah, you can see a little bit of the sulfur right there in the water. This is the entrance to the temple courtyard. So we are actually right here. You can see what it once was right there. This is what was literally holding up the building right here. All the original stonework. It's pretty incredible how they obviously built this on top of here, right? And you can see all the old columns, the old bricks, the stone. And you can see the water right there. And you can just like obviously smell the heavy sulfur smell, but look how they built this basically hanging from above to obviously protect, you know, the original stones and everything like that. Oh wow, look what we found back here hiding. Looks like this at one time was some original steps into, I guess, this is where the entrance of the temple would have been. So you can see the old stones right there. This is so cool. And we are heading to the sacred spring. So there you have it. Follow the arrows and you will find it all. Got some cool pieces as well. A message to the gods. All these pieces are here. I actually found little notes there. So this is the bottom side where we were when we were first coming down to seeing all of this. So you see all the water bubbling right there?
Oh, is that the hot spring?
Yep, that's the natural hot spring right there. And that's why it's actually basically boiling. So they would only put their feet in here because, yeah, you put your body in there, you were definitely going to, you were going to melt some skin back in the day. We are not even halfway done. I just looked at the map. We have so much to see still.
And it's pretty cool because it's like we're going around like the outside.
Yeah. We're underneath it all. Yes.
Stairs, now we're going around, now we're going down. So it's like a labyrinth, but pretty neat.
I think I hear some water. Welcome to the sacred spring overflow. Look how steamy and hot that water is coming off. That is incredible. And this is natural right here flowing. You can see how long it's flowed because look at all of that. Wow. This is actually one of the columns that you would have seen coming up through the ground to the very tippity top. There's no date on it, but you can just tell it's super old. I love how they try to put everything back where it would have been from back in the day. Looks like we've got some water below us right here. Obviously you can tell, you can't really see through the floor. You can tell it's very hot water up underneath there. Can you guys lift it?
This one has one rope for the pulley system, which makes it harder to pull up. You gotta use more strength. But since you have two, you have less on the rope and you can pull it easier.
All right, try it out. Let's see if you guys can do it. Which one's easier, buddy? That wants some work. Whoa.
That's the great thing about pulley systems.
Yeah.
The more rope you have for the pulley system of pulling it around, the easier it is to lift things. So this is how they lift the stones to create this thing.
Seeing all of these old stones and how they made the bricks and how they would lay them is just so cool. But you can see the entire, the whole system here. But look, you've got the Roman drain right here going up underneath the building. Actually see it going up underneath right there, and they're actually slowing the water down just a little bit, because if not, you would be just rushing through here right now. Let's pop over here and see what's going on over there. Oh, look, we actually have like a little dam, like a little gate right there. You can refill the baths with the different chambers by opening and closing them. So you have a little baby dam right there. Obviously, by closing that, you could refill, the baths and open and close that. That's so neat. They still use these systems today because they obviously worked, right? I love being in here with all these old stones. You can tell, it just tells you that there's so much history right in front of us. But this is the original gates right there that would open and close. Obviously over time they find better ways to do things, but you can see they got it dripping right there.
I was listening to an audio guide, which I just found out that this one would be for the adults, for more information, and this one would be fun for the kids. So I listened to this one, and it was like, see if you can find a lion, an eagle, and a tree. And I was like, I can do that. The kids can do that. So it's like a little fun interactive thing with finding the jewels that are here, the gemstones. So like here's the lion that was like carved into the gemstone. And then there's 3 cows under the tree.
Oh, cool.
So like the stones are like really small, but they're carved in there. But they show a better picture here as if they were to be under the light.
Of course, it's what we've been waiting to see.
We came down to the bottom.
We
Great.
did. We have finally made it to the very, very bottom. This is pretty cool. I like this. Definitely don't want to take a little swim in here, but we did make it.
I see a Roman over there.
Oh, you see a Roman right there. You see them? 2 more things to see? Okay, well, at least
He's
we're
on the hunt
making
for
way.
them.
You're on the hunt for those 2 little things? Well, we can see if we can find them. You can actually see, it's the outflow drain. You guys just saw inside the little thing opening and closing. On that back side, it actually goes into the Roman bath right here. This place is so big. I didn't realize this was this big today until we started actually walking around a little bit. But how cool to be literally walking on history here today. Incredible, so incredible. Looks like we're gonna be entering to the East Baths. That's exciting. What will we see in here?
I found this.
Yes, you did find that.
One more left.
Oh.
This is the cold plunge.
This was the cold plunge, okay. Well, it looks like we can see the original, I guess would this have been a piping that would have went in here? It would have filled up the pool right there. Looks like we're stepping up into this place. Quite large in here. My goodness. This is a swimming bath. So there's no water in it right now, obviously, but at one time, there was water in here. So it looks like they have, you know, like an illusion right there of water being in here, but it's just a little projector right now. So I'm assuming they're using, you know, no water to preserve the bath. Welcome to the hot room. This is so neat. Oh, hello.
You had to stand up or you would burn your feet.
I would.
It's the hottest room
I
in
would
the entire
bet.
bathhouse.
Oh yeah? Well, let's make our way over here and see why it was so hot. You can see the original floor right there. So they would have the little baths right there, as you can see on the screen. So this was the floor here. They actually had fire going up underneath it, which kept the room nice and toasty. As you can see right there. That is so unreal. You can see the original stones, and then just a little bit of the floors left right there. Really cool to see history right before you. Well, the floor would be, I guess, to your waist right there. So you see right here, the floor would have been right there. And then I think that, yeah, so you can see the door. So you can see how far up underneath we actually are right this second. Obviously the floors, you know, fell in, and history still remains. And again, we are, you know, a little bit below the actual line right there. So this room would have been used for what, massages and relaxing.
I do. I really want to like talk about how amazing the audio guide is for the kids. I think it's really awesome.
Yeah, you can just put in the number on the little plaque right there and you can learn what you need to learn.
403, and then let's go.
Homeschool day, right before your eyes. Actually, learning for all of us. Now we're gonna pop over here, and this was the changing room. Yeah, this is actually giving Pompeii vibes for sure. You would have your own little private room. The ladies would be during the day, and the men would actually come and do the baths after work, is what the guy was just telling us. Great memories, great history that we were just learning today. All right, we're gonna keep making way, keep making it through this place. And I like how they have all the stones kind of stacked up a little bit, which would actually show you where the floor would have been. So, you know, you're not just like, okay, why is there an empty hole, right? Not everything has a plaque on it either, but I just love how you can still see all the old archways. You can see how large this bath was just right here. This is more of just a little relaxed bath. You can see the stones are built up right there. And that's where people would just chill, have a little sit. That's pretty much it. We're gonna exit out of here, and that was the East Baths. Now the sun is out, and oh my goodness. That was a quite nice guy.
He's the Roman.
You can tell he loves his, oh wait, no, he doesn't love his job. He lives here. He stays here.
He said he was gonna have a business meeting in the baths with his colleagues
Oh,
later
okay, gotcha.
after this place closed.
You don't realize how big this is until you step foot in here.
Like, I mean,
it just literally keeps going and going and going. All right, so East Baths, we're over there. Now we're making our way over here. Oh, with the sun peeping through. So incredible. You gotta love the sun coming out, finally. Ah, what a gorgeous day.
What are you talking about, Jay? The sun's been out this whole time.
Well, it's actually like really shining right now is what I'm saying.
It's glistening.
It is, yes girl, it is glistening.
I should go stand on the other side and be like,
I could get your photo from afar. We could do that. We have an old original brick arch right there. You can see how they used to sandwich them together and making them one. Very, very cool. Oh look, we have the natural waterway right here, and it's actually supplying the water to the main bath right there. The water is untreated. Do not touch or drink. I do not blame you. They don't have to worry about that because I'm not going to be doing that. All right, up the stairs we go to the West Baths.
the sacred spring.
Ah, the sacred
So you can
spring.
see where it's bubbling, and it's like the sulfur smell because hot springs, that's the main ingredient that they're making.
Yeah, lots to see. Let's pop out here and let's get a little closer look. You can literally feel the warmth just by putting your hand out at this little archway right here. You can just tell the difference and how warm it is. I mean, obviously you can see the water is just boiling right there. I'm so glad we actually get to pop our head out of here and see it, because earlier we were looking through these little glass windows, as you guys saw, but how cool that we get to just be up close and personal, just like this. Okay, down we go. Let's keep this tour going. I guess we'll save this for when we come down, but let's keep looking at the West Baths. Such history right here. Am I seeing a sign that says, "Don't forget to taste the spa water"? I don't know about that. Maybe that's a thing. I mean, you can't come to Bath, right, and not taste the spa water, right? I mean, is that what we're doing here? What are we drinking here?
Mineral water
Mineral water, huh?
from the hot springs, but not the hot springs that are up.
Yeah, definitely don't want to
No.
drink any sulfur water.
Yes,
Oh,
it is warm water.
okay. All right, what are your where are you going, Molly? We gotta get a little. We gotta know what's going on here. Was it delicious? Everything you thought it would be. Yeah, I don't think I would ever drink spa water. Just to be
But they were drinking 5 liters every morning. They'd come out and get the mineral water and get 5 liters and drink it. Yeah, you
Did you try it?
She did.
What'd you think? Yeah.
But you have to go for
No. No.
Oh, she said no. Would you like to drink some spa water, Lily? Oh, the cool kids are drinking it. Do you want to drink some spa water together? What's inside this water? Let's look.
Sulfate, calcium, chloride, sodium, bicarbonate, magnesium, silica, potassium, strongnite, chloride.
How warm is it? Oh, that's like warm. It's not that bad.
Just don't smell it.
It is like super warm though. That is wild. Okay, so I took a little sip of it. It wasn't that bad. I mean, you come this far, you gotta drink the water, right? Lily's the only one that's left that didn't drink the water. It's okay. You don't have to drink the water.
You're gonna drink the water.
She's like behind us drinking the water right now. Wow, so you can see we were actually walking that way from the East Baths, and now we're on the west side. I think it's so cool. You can just see what is beyond the floors right there. Okay, so this is what the bottom side of the heated room actually looked like. So they would have the fires here. You'd be going through the chambers, and that is what you see today going through there, and that would actually heat the flooring. And they actually still have things like this today, but obviously it's heated loops with like PEX in the floors, which actually heat your floors
Just a little
today.
different.
Yeah, less maintenance.
We need to actually go back, so this doesn't go all the way around like I thought it did.
This is incredible. Look at this. Looks like people threw some coins in there. I don't think this is a wishing well, but maybe people think it is. Look at this old floor here.
96 if you want to listen.
Wow. History before us. Even have a man over there working out. Welcome to the gym. We have another area over here that's closed, so I wonder what's beyond those walls right there, right? But this is where they would come in here, work out. I mean, you gotta stay fit back in the day, right? Oh, where does this little tunnel go over here? Let's go find out. I love a little secret passage talk about some history. And you know we're not going in all of the hidden little areas of this place.
These are just the ones that are safe for anybody to visit. And they've sectioned it off and put places of stepping on them. It's nice.
There's way more to these baths than we can even start to understand. Because like literally what goes beyond those walls right there, right? At least we can say we've been to the gym now. It's been a few months.
The difference, so like we've been into multiple rooms. It's like, yes, they're like really hot rooms.
Yeah.
And that's probably where the steam's coming up from the hot springs. And then we come in this room and it feels like a cave.
Yeah.
It's so cold. So this one is like the cold plunge bath. Yeah, you can definitely feel it in here. It's cold.
Very, very cold, yes. And it's cool because this is what they did with nature. They worked with what they had. And this goes to show, you know, even today, right? We have baths and, you know, spas and stuff. It's almost basically the same technology, obviously, with, you know, electronical stuff. But yeah, they worked with what they had, and I think that is just so cool. My favorite thing is walking where people once walked, and the history that this place has is just unreal to just see these, right? Like, look at the floors. Could you imagine if floors and walls could talk? The things that we could learn today. So that was the baths. That was quite the experience to basically go below and see how it all worked out back in the day. And I would say that was pretty cool. I think we are definitely taking in the history and the knowledge today and learning about how everything works. I would say if you are in Bath, to come and do that. Like you gotta go do the Abbey, you gotta go do the baths. And now, what are we doing? Gonna go explore. I love it, Molly. I love it. And it's pretty cool that you have all that history, right? But then you have all the new things all around the old buildings and the old history. It's crazy, right? It's like you just left a Roman bath and you've got Ray-Ban sunglasses across the street. It's pretty crazy to see how far we've come with our things and our people. It's really cool. Just like that, I am by myself. Actually just got me a haircut with a local barber. And oh my goodness, can I just tell you, the last haircut I got was actually in Grenoble, and I could have sworn his name was Edward. He was just going with those scissors, but I just got a haircut that involved fire, which was pretty unreal. After he was done with my hair, he dipped this, which looks like a fire-breathing kind of tool, I don't even know what it was, dipped it into this thing, lit it on fire, went around my head with it. What a crazy experience. And they accepted euro, which I had to transfer it to a pounds, and that was kind of a hectic thing, but they were so nice and so kind to accept the cash, which was awesome because I had just euros on me, no pounds. And then he transferred it over, so now I actually got some pounds, which is really, really cool. I opted to get a haircut here versus when I get back to the States, so it's gonna save me a little bit more time when I land and kind of reacclimate back to the US, which is going to be so nice. They did a fantastic job. Little language barrier because they were from Turkey. He didn't really understand kind of what I wanted, so he kept on kind of changing the haircut just a little bit, which was kind of funny. So a little shorter than I like it, but it's nice. We'll see what Molly thinks, because Molly doesn't like it super short, but we'll see what she says. They're actually in this garden over here, so we're gonna head down there and we're gonna make our way into the garden. Oh wow, this place is gorgeous. I actually see them sitting right over there. So we'll pop down and let's go say hi to the family.
I like it.
Cool. I was talking to the viewers, I'm like, this is gonna save me so much time when I get back to the States. Do I have hair all over me or no?
No, your hair's a little fluffy.
Yeah, okay, but I don't have any hair in my ears or anything like that, right?
Not really.
Okay.
A little bit.
He literally put fire on me.
What?
Yes, like you don't smell smell closer to me.
Okay.
Smell closer. I don't even know what it is. I'm sure some of the viewers will know what it is, but he put this thing, I don't know, it was almost like fire-breathing liquid. And like he went like this around me. And he's like, your beard. I was like, no beard. Keep it simple. I'm cool. But yeah, cool haircut. It's going to save me quite a bit of time when I get back to the States. So, all right, cool. Beautiful park. Did you guys have a parking
I figured
time
you'd
here?
probably go and explore a little bit. We'll show
Yeah.
you around the grounds. And
This is beautiful,
something to
actually.
eat.
Yeah, let's do. Oh, look how gorgeous that looks with the statue there. That's a great photo op right there. So this is where the family was hanging out while I got the haircut. Okay, this is a nice park. Very, very nice park. Look at the church tower over there. There's so many beautiful things. Oh, that's where we climbed up right there. It's crazy to think that we were literally just up there in the Abbey. Beautiful park. Let's take in some views and possibly head by the water. Let's go look at the water. Listen, you hear the water just coming through. So peaceful. This is an amazing day, can I just say? What a day. Willow, what do you think? Should we start some music? Should we do some beautiful shots?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Transition.
Bath is absolutely beautiful, and with the sun setting and glistening through the city, it literally makes it even more magical than it could ever be. Like, look at the sun coming through. Molly's just over there smiling. Doesn't the sun make us so happy? Literally, so happy.
I was looking at this bridge and I was like, it's kind of like the Ponte Vecchio because you don't even notice it's a bridge when you walk over it.
Oh my goodness, you are so right. It's literally like you're walking just through a city. Don't even realize you were on a bridge, as Molly was saying. Let's flip the camera around so you can walk with us. Molly, you're absolutely right. It just feels like you're walking pretty much into a city. Wow, look at these cool pieces.
These look like the Venetian stained glass.
Beautiful pieces.
I tried to find one in Europe, but I didn't like the colors of them.
Oh, they're
Yep, look.
closed.
Venice, Italy.
Well, there you have it. You
These
gotta
are
go to
earrings.
Venice. Put that on our next trip.
These
Off to
are
Venice we go.
Necklace pendants. These are earrings. These are necklace ones. I'd want a little itty bitty baby one.
Little dainty one.
Yeah.
I can see that. Look at that place, the Honey
She
Willow.
said, I don't even see it. Okay.
Willow, you have your own store right there.
There's a restaurant over here called the Ponte Vecchio. Yeah, the Ponte Vecchio is the bridge that's in Italy.
Yes.
So in Florence.
But you can't come all this way and not come on the opposite side of where we just were. How just captivating this city is. I mean, obviously anything with water is just so beautiful. But it was also interesting too, when we were actually standing at the very tippity top, you could see the boats actually coming through here and turning around. So that would be awesome if we actually get to experience that. But let's go check out the water and hopefully we see a boat that comes on by. This is cool though, that we can actually see the boats. They actually will come right here. Hopefully we see one, that would be awesome. And they turn around and they go back. It's a little city tour. I noticed it when I was up there and I was hoping a boat would come by, but who knows what we'll see. Oh look, they're literally playing in the water right there. Just cleaning, having a good little time. I would say this is the city of water. What do you think about that?
You can take a bath here.
Yeah, I could see that. You know what, we should almost go to a hotel just so we could take a bath in Bath.
If they have a bath at the hotel.
True. How cool would that be?
They do have Roman baths though.
They do. Yeah, you're right. It's something you gotta do when you're in Bath. I'm sure somebody came here just to take a bath, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure we're not the only ones who have thought about that. It's kind of funny though. It looks like we are headed in for dinner. We're gonna opt for dinner in Bath this evening. So we're popping into Bill's. I'm excited. Let's wag this way. I love that. I was almost about to forget about our little food hall here. I'm just gonna show you the dishes we got. We're not gonna go through actually what it is, but a little bit of mix of Indian with traditional dishes. We have burgers. We have just an entire hall of food. Yes.
We had a Korean dish earlier.
Yeah. Oh, forgot to film it.
Yeah, bunch of things.
Sometimes when it's good, we just forget.
We do.
All right, let's do it to it and let's enjoy dinner. Alrighty. Dinner at Bill's is complete. It is done. It was good. Dinner in Bath. Now we can say we ate local, hung out for the day. It was good. We can take our little journey back to London with full bellies.
Abbey on the way back.
Oh yes, we have to see the Abbey on the way back.
We were up there.
Yes, we were. But look how beautiful it is. The sun just shining on the Abbey. You can see the organ actually right there through the glass. I feel like this is great. You guys are on like, we don't have to get down low right now. We have a little little statue monument right there. Did everybody have a good day in Bath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds funny when you say it like that. Did everybody
Bath.
enjoy their day in Bath?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you just did it.
In Bath. It was beautiful.
It's very nice here. It's
Very,
calm.
very nice.
I like
It is
the
so
city.
calm. Yes. I
You
can-
hear the bells chiming in the background.
Eventually, the fun has to come to an end. Thank you for hanging out with us here in Bath. It was awesome. We're gonna leave the video right here. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
Bye.
So alive as I reach out, reach out, reach out, reach